You say love me and nothing will hurt you anymore. Just leave all your nightmares and your worries at the door. I'll give you wings so you may rise above your desires. I'll make you pure to help you heal your wounds from the fires. Your silence is louder than any devices of our own. So we surrender to these gentle seeds you have sown. La 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 la, la 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 la. Thanks.
Matt Malley of the Counting Crows. Let's give him a big hand. We may get Matt to play us just a little bit more of his music after the program. I'd like to begin this section of the evening by telling you all just a little bit more about the great woman who you're going to meet and hear tonight, and hopefully for all of you receive an experience from, an experience that you won't soon forget, and that you will perhaps have with you for the rest of your lives. Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi was born in Chhindwara, which is a very small town in the center of India. This was on March the 21st in 1923, during the time of the spring equinox, when there was an extraordinary alignment of planets in the sky. Shri Mataji knew from her very childhood that she had a divine gift. It's an idea, not as a movement, but as a natural outgrowth of being human beings. We're made that way. We have that capacity. We need only awaken it, and we begin to emit it into the world. As more and more people achieve this experience, this is how peace will really manifest. Peace cannot be mandated by organizations like the United Nations, which is a good organization. But Shri Mataji has often said that peace must start with the individual and then manifest itself outside. And so now, to hopefully give you the peace within, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi has arrived. And it's my sincere desire and hope that each of you achieve this experience and that you establish it. Thank you.
little behind. You take it little behind. Or in a corner, yeah. Can't see. No. Swoosh button is there for I bow to all the seekers of truth. At the very outset, I have to tell you very frankly that truth is what it is. You cannot change it. You cannot transform it. Also, you cannot describe it. At the most, you can tell what it is. But whatever I am going to tell you here, you should not take it for granted. Because as you know, we have had lots of problems with the blind faith. So, whatever I am saying is proved, then as honest people, you have to accept it. Because it is for your benevolence. It is for the benevolence of your family, of your country, and the whole world. What I am going to tell you is about the higher state of consciousness that you have to achieve through your evolution. So far with your evolution, you have not paid anything. You've taken for granted. You don't have to pay for it. That's one thing one should understand, that it is spontaneous, sahaja. Saha means with, ja is born with you, this right to be evolved, to be the spirit. So what is the truth? The truth is that you are not this body, this mind, these emotions, this ego, but you are the pure spirit, of which you are not aware maybe. Now you see here, they have put it at my back, but you see these beautiful flowers. We take them for granted. We never even think it's a miracle. Look at these, so many flowers of different fragrance and different heights are coming up every day through the grace of this Mother Earth. But who gives this power to the Mother Earth? If you ask a doctor who runs your heart, he will say, very honest, he will say, is the autonomous nervous system. But if you say, who is this auto, that he can't explain. That far, he can't. So, I feel these are special times, very special times. I call it a blossom time, when so many seekers are born to become the fruits. Honestly, they are seeking, honestly. But, of course, they are misled and are taken into some complicated life. So, this is the time of last judgment. Your discretion is going to help you. What do you judge as the best for you? In this way, you will understand that all the scriptures have said, all the scriptures, that you have to know yourself. Even Muhammad Sahib has said, those who do not know themselves cannot know God. We do not know ourselves at all. We know about everything else. People are PhDs, MADs, everything. But they don't know anything about themselves. And the most important thing is that if you don't know about yourself, what are we doing about it? This is how the seeking starts, and this is how people start seeking without knowing what to seek. Now your country has one blessing, it has money, also a curse, I should say. Because you have money, all kinds of people came in this country to lynch you completely. And they gave you completely wrong ideas about seeking. I must tell you something about them. So you will realize the difference between Sahaja Yoga and other nonsense. For example, there was, in Washington, many people came after the program, were crying, Mother, we sold our house, our children are out of school. I said, what happened? He said, there's one gentleman who has lynched us. Who is this gentleman? They told me the name. But what did he do? He said that I can teach you how to control the minds of others. Now, why do you want to control the minds of others, first of all? And he called one man from the audience and gave him a pendulum and told him, move, don't move this pendulum, don't move. And the man started moving the pendulum. So he said, see how I'm controlling him. So they became his disciples. And all their money was lynched by him. I feel sorry. I asked them, what is the value of your life? What do you think of yourself? Have you come on this earth to move pendulums? I mean, think. God has given you brains to think. Who has moved pendulums before this? Did Christ do that? I'm just telling you because it's very important for this country. People get enamored by all kinds of things which in India people will say get lost. Firstly, they don't have so much money to waste. And they won't listen to such nonsense. All kinds. Now, of course, some are exposed, some are gone away, some are this thing. But some of them are still there. Like mushrooms, they come up again and again, I find. So I have to warn you all people that you are here to find the truth and reality. And that you can't pay anything for it. You are not obliged to me. I am obliged to you that you are seeking. That's my job. It has to be worked out. Unfortunately, in America, we have very few people compared to other countries. So very sad of it. Because as I went to Boston, the TV people asked me, how many Rolls Royces you have? I said, I haven't any. I'm sorry. My husband has one single car, that's all. That's sufficient for us. So they said, you mean you are not in the business? I said, no. So we are not interested. How can you talk of spirituality when you have this mentality towards spirituality? How much did you pay to Christ? Again, how much did you pay to Krishna? Or how much did you pay to Zoroaster? Or to Moses? Anybody who talks of spirituality cannot be purchased. And this is what one has to understand. Why even Dalai Lama? He came here and people are just giving him money. What does he do with that money? Do you find out? He is buying gold. What is the interest of a person who is spiritual in gold? What is the interest? But people don't think. I think the ego is satisfied. Oh, I can give money to such and such person. If somebody begs, they like it. I don't understand. How can you blindly follow all such things? I don't want to talk about religions anymore, because you know already the situation. Only thing I have to say that all religions which were based on reality, on truth and spirituality are today are nothing but money oriented, also power oriented, and now find sex oriented. It's a horrible thing to be done in the name of God Almighty. So first and foremost thing we have to know that a new awareness has to come within us. It's not by chanting, by going to Himalaya, standing on one leg or standing on your head you are going to get it. It is something within you which is going to work it out. What did we do to become human beings? Nothing. In the same way, I'm trying to tell you that it's all within you. It's there and you are going to get it. You have every right to get it. There is an appeal from mother to her children that they should try to understand what they want and what they should have. They have to evolve. They have to transform. We talk of peace, 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 peace. I have met so many people who have got this peace award. Really, I tell you. Because of my husband's position, I had to shake hands with them also. It was bad. And extremely hot and extremely hot-tempered, you know. My goodness, you can't face them without a barge pole. And they have got peace awards. What peace have they created? Those who are not in peace themselves, how can they give peace? The person who talks of peace should have at least a peaceful mind. Now, so what happens when this Kundalini rises? He's already told you there are these chakras and these 3 channels within you, and the Kundalini which is sitting in the triangular bone is going to connect you to the all-pervading power which does all living work. We have heard about it, but we have never felt it before, that there is this all-pervading power. When this Kundalini rises, it's just like this instrument has to be connected. Otherwise, it has no identity. All the time, people feel we have no identity. I mean, they change the sculptures, they change dresses, they do every kind of thing just to show they have an identity. But the identity of yours is only established when you are one with the divine power of love. And love is truth, and truth is compassion. The compassion that acts, that works, is not just a compassion, but it acts. It cures people, it soothes them, it transforms them, it gives them realization. So when she rises, this mother of yours, Kundalini, I must tell you I was amazed that in Bolivia there are people called Hindus. From ancient times, they know about Kundalini, they know about the left side, they know about the right side, they know all about it. And they told that a deity, what we call Vishnu, came on Condor, Garuda, and he brought this knowledge to us, imagine, thousands of years back. But I was surprised that in Kiev, which is the capital of Ukraine, I went to see the museum, is full of paintings of Kundalini and of the chakras, different chakras. I was amazed, how could it be? And then they say that 2000 before Christ, 2 saints came from India and they told me the name, and I was amazed how they knew the names of those people. Machindranath and Gorakhnath. That time I think America didn't exist, otherwise they would have come here also. And these 2 people went there and they taught them all about Kundalini, but they said we didn't know how to raise, we didn't know how to achieve it. So we just knew it, but we didn't know how to do it. Same in India. Gyaneshwara has written about it. But much before that, 13,000 years back, another saint, Markandeya, has written about it. Then in the 6th century, Adi Shankaracharya has written about it. And it has been written by many people in the 16th century. So many saints have written about it. In the Bible also it is there that I'll appear before you like tongues of flames, and these are the chakras that you see. In the Bible, you know, Mr. Paul has done, I think, some mutation, some sort of a trouble is there. Because Christ must have told a lot of things about it. But I don't find them there, I'm surprised, because he was, according to us, was an incarnation. And he knew so much that I'm sure he must have told a lot. But as you know, there was a big fight between Paul and Matthews and all of them. And in that problem, some things were missing. Same about Quran. Quran was written after 40 years, the death of Muhammad Sahib. 40 years. How can you remember this Quran for 40 years? He did not know how to read and write. And his friends also did not know. So his friend's grandchildren was used by another horrible fellow called Mawaiya, and he wrote the Bible, Quran. So that is how, you see, a book is there. People are bound to the book, but how far there are truths in it and how far they are missing, we cannot know. But still, truth has its own styles. You see, it slips into some crevices and shows itself. So even in the Bible or Quran, we see lots of things which shows what we have to do. But Christ has said, know thyself. You are to be born again. So nicely we put a brand, born again. How are you born again? You join an organization, become born again. You are not. I'm sorry to say. A born again must have the Kundalini coming out of the fontanelle bone area, which is the actualization of your baptism. Otherwise, how are you born again? Just taking a brand on yourself, born again, born thrice, born 5 times. But in Indian philosophy, we know Because we call a person who is a realized soul as Dvijaha, means born twice. And also a bird is called as Dvijaha, means a bird is as an egg comes in and then becomes the bird. In the same way, a human being is like an egg, has limitations. And then he becomes like a bird. So both are called as Dvijaha. But it has to happen. You cannot just brand yourself that I am a Dvijaha. You see, in that you get powers. And the first power, as I told you, is that of compassion. Compassion that acts. That power comes into your hands. You can feel this power of compassion in your hands. For the first time you feel it. Now Muhammad Sahib has said it, that at the time of resurrection, your hands will speak. Your hands will speak and will give witness against you, means they'll tell what's wrong with you. Also they have said that on your palm you will know the truth. This is exactly what Sahaja Yoga does to you. So when she rises, she gives so many blessings. She is your mother. She is your individual mother. She knows everything about you. She knows about your past, about your aspirations. She knows everything. And she rises with that understanding that this is my child, he is a seeker, and he is to be born again. And sometimes it's like a jet I've seen. Thousands of people get realization. This is the special time of resurrection. And that's the first thing that happens to you, that you feel the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost on your fingertips. Cool breeze out of your fontanelle. First. Now people start looking, this air conditioning. It's from your head it is coming, not from air conditioning. First thing is this that happens to you. But the second thing that happens, that people who have come to Sahaja Yoga have become extremely creative. You have heard Matt Molly now. He's one of them. So many people have become very great musicians and artists and this and that. Because you become one with that divine power, which is the source of all creativity. Then you become a person who is a satisfied soul. You know economics very well, which says that wants are not satiable in general. Today I want a carpet, all right, buy a carpet, then buy a house, then buy a car, then buy a helicopter, go on buying. Now the one I bought already, I am not satisfied. They are never satiable. In general, they are never satiable. But then you start enjoying. You buy a carpet, all right, you enjoy. Like, let's enjoy the carpet I bought. Then you buy something, then you enjoy that. Whatever you have, you enjoy. But what you enjoy the most is the company of other realized souls. Such friendship, such oneness. No quarrel, no fights, no leg pulling, nothing. Leg pulling is there, I must say, a little bit. They joke around. We get people from so many countries in India living in a place I would not say very good, but they love it because there are Sahaja Yogis. So many of them, and so much love, so much compassion, so much understanding. The whole world as if has become their own. So another thing you develop is the collective consciousness about which Jung has said it. Because on your fingertips you can feel the centers of others. So you are collectively conscious. You know what's wrong with another person. You know what's wrong with you. If you can correct yourself, you can correct everyone. And this is what is the power you get very easily. You don't talk what dress the other one is wearing, what sort of a hairdo he has, nothing. What you say, how the chakras are. What is the situation of the chakras of that person? Then you start facing yourself without introspection. Somebody says, Mother, you know my chakra is catching here. That means I am getting egoistical. But nobody says that otherwise. So you start facing yourself, understanding yourself, correcting yourself without any difficulty. It's a very simple way of doing it. Sahaj also means spontaneous and also means easy. Now another thing that happens to you is that you become thoughtlessly aware. Patanjali has talked about it. Now what happens that you are all the time thinking. Now this mind is a myth created by you. It's like a computer that you have created by your condition and your ego. So you can be only in the past or in the future. You cannot be in the present. The thoughts are coming from the past and the future. But if I say, you be in the present, you cannot be. It is not possible. You cannot be in the present. So, when the thoughts rise and fall, rise and fall, rise and fall, you are jumping on the cusp of the thoughts. And when Kundalini rises, she elongates those thoughts and you become silent. No thoughts. If you want to think, you can think, but otherwise no thoughts. As given this power, you start witnessing the whole world as a drama. You don't get involved into it. And you can solve the problems much better. For example, you are out of the traffic. You can watch the traffic, all right. It cannot touch you. Or if you are standing in the water, you are afraid of the waves. But supposing you get out of that, sit on a boat, then you are enjoying those. But supposing you know how to swim, you can jump and help those who are getting drowned. This is exactly what happens to you. You can save others. You can give realization. You can cure their chakras. I must tell you today that America is this center. We call it the Vishuddhi. It is one of the most important centers. It has got 16 petals. Today only, first time I am telling you openly. As a result, communication has to be absolutely divine. You develop divine communication. Sitting down here, you will know about people. You can help sitting down here. That's the power you can get if this center is cured. And that is this America. It goes to all the places to cure this thing, that thing, does it not? No other country does that kind of a job. Why America does? Because it is the Vishuddhi. That's the nature of that particular country which does that job. But if spirituality comes into it, then whatever they will do will be benevolent, will be holy, would be blissful. This is such an important center that though in America, of course, people ask me, I don't know what to say. because there are very few deep Sahaja Yogis, I must admit. In Russia, somebody asked an American Sahaja Yogi, how many deep Sahaja Yogis you have in Taliyat? So he said, we have 56. He said, oh my God, we have 56,000? We have only 21,000 in Taliyat. It's a serious matter. You are responsible for the whole world because this is the center you are. You must have respect for yourself, must have respect for your being, and must evolve and take up the responsibility in a proper way, in a judicious manner. All the time if you read the newspaper, you don't understand, criticizing this, criticizing that, criticizing that. So many critics, ultimately the critics start criticizing critics. It's a mad world, I feel so. And because of your country, all kinds of ideas have gone abroad. You must know this. Because you are supposed to be a very powerful country, very great country. Whatever you do here goes abroad. So you have to be very responsible. That first of all you must know what you are and you have to evolve into it, you have to develop and mature into it. That's why since long I've been coming here every year. No, in the beginning I came and I got a fright. I said, what's going on here? So for 9 years I didn't come. I must confess I didn't come. I thought, how can you talk to them? It's just they don't understand me. There are all kinds of funny people going around, you see, and I didn't know what to say. So I didn't come for 9 years, I must say. But every year I'm coming here just to see that you know what you are, what is your responsibility. There are 16 petals for this center. 16 petals it has got. And these 16 petals are responsible for our, physically I'm saying, ear, nose, throat, on a physical. But the same center is occupied by Sri Krishna. And he is the one who becomes here on this center what we call the great universal being, Virat. So, we have to understand that it's not Christianity or Hinduism or all this nonsense is giving you spirituality. Your own self-knowledge is the one which you can, all of you have, grow into it and develop. This responsibility is very great on Americans. Of course, this is the center of Christ, where optic chiasma, where the two optic nerves cross each other. This is the cross, which has crossed for us. Now, all of them have worked very hard for you. On every center they have worked very hard. Only thing is now we don't have to work hard, do anything, but to accept self-realization and grow into it. Of course now, as there are many people you see here, they come, they get realization, and then they are finished. That reminds me what Christ had said, that some seeds just sprouted and died. This is a very important time in the history of humanity, in the history of spirituality. And this has to happen to you. Till I live, I'll come to America to work hard. The amount of advertising done, I was really shocked. Poor Sahaja said they have to be bum, 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 bum. What? And nonsensical things go into our heads very easily. And something real doesn't attract our attention. This only happens in America. Nowhere. It's a typical, because they have no understanding as to why they are here. All the way they'll come, now they'll go to another, some guru speaking there. The guru shopping very common here. So, I have to tell you very frankly that in Sahaja Yoga, you have to grow. You have to grow, that's all. Nothing else. You don't have to pay for it. First of all, I must tell you. They said if you don't have to pay, then there's no credibility. What a mind it is. I tell you. And all kinds of things they have told me. I was shocked myself. Because in India, if some guru asks for money, they'll say, get around. But here, if you don't ask for money, they say, what is the credibility? Because they can sue a person. They have all made lots of money. One are better than the other. I need not tell their names. So like that. So responsibility of yours is to understand that you are the ones who will get the blessings for the whole world. This bliss you have to get yourself and give it to others. You can do. It's the Americans, they are duty bound. They are duty bound. And they have to do it. The first place I visited was America, I told you, but for 9 years I didn't go. I said, let them grow a little mature. In 9 years, all these gurus came and I don't know what they did to me. So try to understand. You have to know the reality. As a result, what happens? All that is hanging around us, jealousies, attachments, all kinds of things, all drop out. You get detached, but that doesn't mean you go to Himalayas, leave your wife, leave. When you are not attached to anything, what are you going to leave? Because you are attached, that's why I say, I leave this, I leave that, I leave that. That Hare Rama people, They told me that, Mother, we have given up everything, we've given up house, we've given up this, given up that. And you are such a spiritual lady, why do you wear this way? This we are supposed to wear in my family. Supposed to. I am a family woman. But we have given up our family, we've given up everything. I said, but I would request you one thing. Whatever you think in this house, because I come from a royal family, so we have lots of, antiques, things and all that of my forefathers. Whatever you think, equal to the dust particle of Sri Krishna, you take it away. But should be equal. Now they started looking at this and looking at that and looking at that. We can't find anything equal to that. I said, then what have you given up? Stones? What have you given up? So this idea also that you give up that and wear some clothes and this, all nonsense. This happens within yourself. All this dress and all this hypocrisy. Why to proclaim that you are a sannyasi or something? For example, another one I met in Chicago, that was another one I must tell you. So he was wearing a very thin dhoti, very thin, and it was so cold, I was also shivering. I said, why are you wearing this dhoti? He was head of that organization. He said, because my guru has told me that you must wear a dhoti if you want to go to heaven. Really? In my country, 80% people wear nothing but dhoti. So they'll go first. And then the second thing was even more ridiculous. He had shaved his hair completely. And they can buy in the market this, I don't know what to call this in English, pigtail? Here. And I said, why have you shaved your hair? You are a young man. He said, my guru has said, if you have not shaved your hair, you cannot go to heaven. I said, really? Why, there are no barbers or what? On this, Kabira has said very nicely that if by shaving your head you can go to heaven, then what about the sheep which is shaved twice a year? All this is being said, done, but we don't understand. They gave mantras for 300 pounds. Can you? What mantra? Inga, pinga, tinga. Now ask an Indian, he'll laugh at this. But don't tell it. Inga means the scorpion bite. And pinga means when a person gets possessed, he moves like that. And tinga means showing like this. Now what do you say? And people are doing, sitting down, inga, 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 pinga, 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 tinga, tinga. More in America. America, which is the highest in every estimate. They should be the first to receive. But see, all such people have been befooling, and we accept it. So your attention itself becomes enlightened. Attention. Your attention becomes absolutely pure, innocent. Innocent is never lost, remember, never lost. Some clouds are there, but it's never lost. And the innocence comes back. See, Christ has said, thou shalt not have adulterous eyes, meaning no lust and greed in the eye. Have you met anyone in the Christian nations with that peaceful eye that Christ has asked? That happens to you. You just become that. Your eyes get a glint, a kind of a shine, and you know you have become now. You can't turn your eyes like this all the time. Just get beautiful eyes which are innocent. And a person who has this glance, even once looking at a person, can give realization, can give peace, can give joy. Ultimately, what happens is that you jump into the ocean of joy. Joy is not like happiness, unhappiness. It is singular. And you become extremely joyous. You, at the ridiculous things you are looking, but you don't feel upset with it, because you know how to cure it. You see something very much beautiful, you are joyous. It's a personality that you all have in a potential state which has to be brought out. For that, you don't have to give up anything. Whatever is not good for you, you will yourself give up. I never say, don't do this, because if I say that, half of them will walk out. But you jolly well do it yourself, because you are in joy. You don't want to have all these things around. I never say don't do it. Never. That way, Americans are not such complicated people, I know, but they have been complicated by these false gurus. By since they were complicated, these false gurus would never have stood here. And that's the reason I have told you so much about them, because I want you to get out of the entanglement of these things. But that doesn't mean you should feel guilty by any chance. Please don't feel guilty. Forget my lecture. Don't feel guilty. That's very important, that you have to have respect for you. You have to know that you are the spirit. And spirit never feels guilty. It's a fashion also. To feel guilty is a fashion. But do you know, by feeling guilty, this center goes out of order. With that, you get what you call spondylitis, the horrible disease. You see people with the neckline walking about like dogs. That is due to this center where you feel guilty. All the time. It's a temperament. I don't know why, it's a culture to feel guilty all the time. It's a fashion, I should say. Now, please, you are human beings. If you are guilty, you would have been in jail. Why are you here? So please believe in yourself, have faith in yourself. You are not guilty. Many people say, Mother, I can't get over it. Means what? It's done long time back, finished, you can't correct it, do anything. Only thing, I am guilty, standing like this. But the another disease you get is angina. Very common in this country. Third disease you get could be breast cancer, or could be also lethargic organs. So first thing you do today here when you are sitting with me, not to feel guilty about yourself. That means you forgive yourself completely. Forgive. See, those people who say you are sinners and all that themselves must be sinners. How do they know you are sinners? If they have not committed any sins, how do they know you are a sinner? So don't believe them. Know that you are not guilty at all. All right? That means you should be pleasantly placed towards yourself and forgive yourself. Now, second thing is even simple, to forgive everyone. Not thinking about them, because if you think, that's a headache also. Logically, whether you forgive or don't forgive, you don't do anything. What do you do? Many people say, Mother, I can't forgive. So what? You are punishing yourself. The person who has wronged you is very happy, and you are punishing yourself. What is the use of not forgiving? And logically you just think, why to trouble yourself and torture yourself like that? So also you have to forgive yourself and others without thinking about it. Because this center is like a constricted cross like that, absolutely. And unless and until you forget, it won't open. If it won't open like this, how can the Kundalini pass? But if you forgive, it will open. Same here. If you forgive yourself, this center will open. So simple as that. Very simple. The whole thing is very simple. Again, I have to say that I cannot force Sahaja Yoga on you. It's impossible. You cannot force. Because it's a living process of evolution. At human stage, it cannot be forced. So, if you don't want to have, I would request you to go from this hall. It's all right. Only people who want to have their realization can get it, otherwise cannot get it. It's a very simple thing, it's within you, it's your own power which will glorify you and will let you know that what I am saying is the highest thing you can achieve in life. So I'll wait for a few minutes or 1 or 2 minutes to see those who have to go can go. In the meanwhile, I would request you to take out your shoes because that helps us. Sit comfortably, absolutely comfortably. Good, if you want to sit. Be comfortable. That's the main point, is that you should be very comfortable. Everybody seems to be very relaxed. That's the best state, to be relaxed. Please be seated. All of you should be seated, is the best. Such beautiful people, I tell you. Very beautiful. All right. Now, don't doubt about yourself. Please. You are all going to get your realization. Believe me. All right? Please don't doubt. It has nothing to do with your religion, race, community, nationality and other things. As simple as that. So don't doubt yourself, please. Now, take out my shoes. Flower is getting burnt. It's all right now. Now, put both the hands towards me like this. He must have told you that the fingertips are our centers, which are the sympathetic nervous system's endings. It's rather low. Now, just put your hands towards me like this. Now, put your hand, left hand towards me like this. And the right hand, you bend your head and see for yourself if there's a cool or a hot breeze coming out of your head. Breeze-like vibrations coming out of your, cool or hot. Just see. Now, don't put your hand please on your head, but little away from it. Some people get it much further. Some people get it close to their head. Bend down your head and see for yourself. You can move your hand and see for yourself if it is You can take out your spectacles also, will be a good idea. Now, if it is hot, then know that you have not forgiven yourself or you have not forgiven others. So please forgive others and forgive yourself also. Now, please put the right hand towards you. And now bend your head again and see for yourself. Now don't doubt. It's coming out of your head. So please see there's a cool or a hot breeze-like vibrations are coming out of your fontanelle bone area. which was a soft bone in your childhood. Now, I told you some people get it far away, some people closer, but don't put your hand on your head, away from it. Now, again once more, the left hand. Now put down your head. Again once more, put down your head and see for yourself. Now don't doubt it, don't doubt. You will become thoughtless actually after some time. Now, no, where are you putting your hand? On top of your head, here. See, are you getting it? All right? All right. Put both the hands towards the roof like this, towards the sky. Push back your head. And ask any one of these three questions, any one of them, 3 times. The first question is, you can call me Mother or you can call me Shri Mataji. Mother, is this the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost? Or, Mother, is this the all-pervading power of divine love? Or, Mother, is this the Parama Chaitanya? Ask any one of these questions 3 times. Push back your head and ask. Ask genuinely. Started. Now, please put down your hands and put both the hands towards me. You can wear your spectacles and watch me without thinking. Just watch me without thinking. Open your eyes. Open. Now, all those who have felt cool breeze on the fingertips or on the palm or hot breeze out of the fontanelle bone area. Cool breeze or hot breeze, doesn't matter, we'll get it corrected. Please raise both your hands. All of you have got it. Exceptions are there, 1 or 2, doesn't matter. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. Now a new hope for me also, that it has happened. For the first time, you have felt this cool breeze. Surprisingly, I feel the center, what we call the center heart, catching, which is suggestive that relationship between the father and son is not very good. That should be corrected. Forgive. Forgive your sons and forgive your fathers. Catching. In the collective, I feel that way is a wrong thing. Now, only thing you have to now come to our programs, which is a very easy thing to come. Please grow, please grow. It's not only that you have come to see me, but you have come here to see yourself. We don't have very elaborate arrangements and things and all that. It's very simple. So we have a program where you can meet these people. Some of the Sahajogis that we are really so deep, so beautiful. It's surprising, in this country only we have most dependable So I leave it to you to respect your self-realization, to respect yourself, respect your country, and grow as great Sahaja Yogis. Next time when I come, I would like to see you all grown up like big, huge trees and given realizations to many. May God bless you. Oh, your eyes are all sparkling, I can see that. We have a song. One little song we'll have, if you don't mind. And you have to clap with it, will help. You see, look at these people. They sing Sanskrit songs, Hindi songs, Marathi songs. I mean, formerly, English couldn't even say one sentence of Hindi, leave alone Sanskrit. One who is going to sing.
Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji. Mother, we also have Swaroop. We have one lady who, Sahaja Yogini, who can do dance.
After this. And after this, there's a lady who is going to perform an Indian dancing. She wanted to do it in my presence. So it will be a short time, but you'll enjoy. Why don't you come here? Come, Lily, come. Come there. Hola. Are you better now? Where will she? She'll dance here. I could go down.
Ganesha Stuti? Ganesha Stuti. Jogwa.
Was written in the 14th century, I think, maybe earlier, by a poet called Namadev. And he sings that, oh mother, give me the yoga, the union with the divine. And what should I do for that? So he describes, I've cleansed myself, I've done this, I've done that. And so you give me the yogwa, means the yoga. And Ambe is the Kundalini. So they say, all right, oh Kundalini, rise. The song is like that. In the villages they all sing in Maharashtra, but but they don't know what is it.
Ananda Nirguni Pragata Nirbhavani Udabai, 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 Uday Ananda Nirguni Pragata Nirbhavani Udabai, 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 Uday Mahamasasu Mananana Goni Udabai, 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 Uday Mahamasasu Mananana Goni Udabai, 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 Uday Seven Tapazi Kalamanyarani Udabai, 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 Uday Seven Tapazi Kalamanyarani Udabai, 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 Uday Bhakta Laguni Kavasi Nirvani Udabai, 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 Uday Bhakta Laguni Kavasi Nirvani Bhakta Laguni Jogo Amagena It's a Jogo 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 Ure Ambe Ure Ho Ure Ambe Ure Ho Ure Ambe Ure Ho Ure Ambe Ure 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 Ah Sara Sarani Mali Galina Udabai, 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 Uday Vaita Saruni Malani Galina Udabai, 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 Uday Vati Bodacha Senani Galina Udabai, 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 Uday Bhakta Bodacha Senani Galina Udabai, 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 Uday Sena Rakaka Vasi Nirvana Udabai, 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 Uday Sena Rakaka Vasi Nirvana Rakaka Jogo Amagena It's a Jogo 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 Ore Gambe Ore Ho Ore Gambe Ore Ho Ore Gambe Ore Ho Ore Gambe Ore 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 Ah Udabai, 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 Uday Dhamma Sansara Sonia Kuputra Udabai, 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 Uday
Dhamma Sansara Surina Kuputra Dhamma Sansara Jogva Magina Icha Jogva Jogva Magina Icha Jogva Jogva Magina Icha Jogva Jogva Magina Icha Jogva Uday Ambe Uday Hey Uday Ambe Uday Uday Ambe Uday Uday Ambe Uday 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 Ho Gunabodhachi Parinama Paradi Udabai 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 Uday Gunabodhachi Parinami Paradi Udabai 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 Uday Asha Manishacha Parinami Daradi Udabai 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 Uday Asha Manishacha नवराच्या सोनीला संग उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे विकल्प नवराच्या सोनीला संग उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे काम क्रोध हे सोनीले मंग उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे काम क्रोध हे सोनीला मंग उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे किल्ला मोकला मार्ग हसुरंग उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे किल्ला मोकला मार्ग हसुरंग दिल मोकला जोगवा मागे नाहीचा जोगवा जोगवा मागे नाहीचा जोगवा जोगवा मागे नाहीचा जोगवा जोगवा मागे नाहीचा जोगवा उदे गे अंबे उदे हो उदे गे अंबे उदे हो उदे गे अंबे उदे हो उदे गे अंबे उदे 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 हो
ऐसा जोगवा
माऊली देवीला
उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे
ऐसा जोगवा मागुनी देवीला उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे नवनी माधवारी नाव समजलीला उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे नवनी माधवारी नाव समजलीला उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे एक जनार्दनी एक देवीला उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे एक जनार्दनी एक देवीला उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे जन्म मरणाचा फिरवण्या चुकीला उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे बाय उडे जन्म मरणाचा फिरवण्या चुकीला जन्म मरणाचा जोगवा मागे नाहीचा जोगवा जोगवा मागे नाहीचा जोगवा जोगवा मागे नाहीचा जोगवा जोगवा मागे नाहीचा जोगवा उदे गे अंबे उदे हो उदे गे अंबे उदे हो उदे गे अंबे उदे हो उदे गे अंबे उदे 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 हो
We have some Sahaja Yogis to help clear the stage.